You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's Turkish Football Podcast. Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. Welcome to brand new edition. The new season starts this weekend. Well, welcome again. Here we go with a brand new season in the Turkish Super Lig 2022-2023 Turkish Super Lig season starts this Friday, which is today. So before we go into the weekend matches, let me give you a couple insights about what teams did with the transfers, or they're still working on. Some of the teams are still working on the transfers they haven't done yet. And also, let me give you a couple quick notes that happened on Thursday. Turkish teams, as you know, Fenerbahçe, after eliminated from the Champions League chance, they were eliminated from the playoff. They are in the European League matches. They won their first match, away match, actually 3-0. And also in the Europa Conference League, Başakşehir won their match, and Konyaspor, an away match, they tied 1-1. So pretty much all these three teams did very good. And Fenerbahçe, after getting out of the Champions League, getting to be in the Champions League, they lost the playoff match. They will be playing in the Europa League matches. So good luck to those teams. In their first leg matches, they did pretty good. Let's see if they could advance to second round and then play in these leagues for many more games. But as you know, the transfer season has been hoopla going on. Some of the teams were well done before the season started, but we have teams like Galatasaray hasn't finished their transfer yet because of getting late start because of the elections and the financial issues and many stuff. And I think still Galatasaray still in chaos with this. So let me run down a little bit with you the new names coming to the Turkish Super League this season. Trabzonspor did not transfer many well-known names, but they got one big name, Trezeguet. I think that's the biggest name for Trabzonspor. And they have Larson and Denzil, new players. And as I mentioned before, Wakayeme left the team, and a couple other players left the team. But Trabzonspor, defending champions, looks very good in the beginning of the season. If you look at the percentage of who will be the champions for this coming season, Trabzonspor right there with Fenerbahçe. And Fenerbahçe, the team that has 22 foreign players, got Perez, Pedro, Lincoln, Arroyo, Henrique, and Emre Mor, Thiago Çukur, Joshua King, Bruma, Alioski, and Irfan Can. They just leased him from Göztepe, very young goalkeeper. So Fenerbahçe is loaded with players. They have to unload some of those players, but after winning today in the Europa League matches, they did look good. We'll see what happens. Another team that won today in the Europa Conference League, Başakşehir. Mesut Özil is no longer with Fenerbahçe. Başakşehir got Mesut Özil, but he's not playing in the Europa Conference League, and he's just not ready to start. Probably it'll take him a couple weeks. You might see him playing in the first match of the season. You might not, but I don't think he will start. And Başakşehir got Duarte from Milan and a player named Tauba. So Başakşehir, we'll see what happens. It could be a contender for championship, but they're very far out. I think probably fourth or fifth to claim the title this coming season. As far as Beşiktaş got Fernandes, Muleka, Cenk Tosun came back, Saish, and Weghorst. That's one the striker, and Masuaka. Masuaka is a very good player. We'll see what happens. Beşiktaş too trying to transfer a couple more players, but right now Beşiktaş fans are uptight because of two youngsters, Rıdvan Yılmaz and İlknur, going to overseas. Emirhan İlknur. And that's why Beşiktaş fans are fuming against the Beşiktaş officials. We'll see what happens in the first match of this weekend. Antalya, they have that Haji Wright, United States national team player, and Ömer Toprak and Larson. Fatih Karagümrük will be coached by famous coach Pirlo, and Fatih Karagümrük just got Diagne. Jagne, he played for Galatasaray, and Kazım Richard, the former Turkish national team player. Kazım Richard will be playing for Fatih Karagümrük. Adana Demirspor got Onyekuru. You probably remember him from Galatasaray. He was loaned to Galatasaray a couple times. Now, this time, he's loaned to Adana Demirspor. And Mario Balotelli, the reports that we have right now for you, he will be leaving Adana Demirspor, most likely playing for Swiss side, Sion team, FC Sion. We'll see. The contract hasn't signed, but pretty much 90% Mario Balotelli will leave Adana Demirspor. And Galatasaray, the team is in search for number 6 and number 10. They're still looking for Frederick Michijo. So far they transferred Oliveira, Leo Dubois, and Haris Seferovic. Probably the best transfer for Galatasaray, because in 3 games he scored 2 goals and 2 assists in the friendly matches. And they have they're working on Lucas Torreira from Arsenal. Lucas Torreira from Arsenal, also from Napoli. Dries Mertens, most likely these 2 players, you might see him transferred this weekend for Galatasaray. They're asking for a lot of money. Galatasaray again spending lots of money on transfer. After the committee got okay from the members, they're spending money left and right. But this is every year with every Turkish team. Every season when they start, they transfer a lot of players, and the next season, most of those players are gone, and they transfer new players. This is not for consistency, I think. That's why I think a lot of the teams I've been saying this, are in trouble with financially. So Galatasaray right now, they lost Mustafa Mohammed, and they will probably lose a couple more players, because right now Galatasaray needs very good number 6 player and number 10. We'll see what happens. And Istanbulspor, the newcomer, transferred David Jensen, the goalkeeper from Denmark, who played for New York Red Bulls in MLS. And we'll see what happens with that team. As a matter of fact, speaking of Istanbulspor newcomers, Trabzonspor, defending champions of Turkish Super Lig, will open the 2022-2023 season on Friday, today, in Istanbul against Istanbulspor. I bet you, I can guarantee you there will be a lot of Trabzonspor fans in this match. That's the only match on Friday, and Trabzonspor probably will win and get 3 points and start the start of this new season on the right foot. Now, as you know, they won the Super Cup. They won the last season's championship. So in one season, Abdullah Avcı's boys, they got 2 trophies. Can they do it back-to-back again? They're probably right there with the 75% claiming the title right now. They have a very established team, and their owner, Ahmet Bob, doing very good stuff with Trabzonspor. Now, let's see what's going to happen on Saturday. We have 2 matches on Saturday. Sivasspor will host Gaziantep. These are the Anatolian teams. It could go either way, but I could tell you one thing. Sivasspor doesn't look good. Gaziantep either. So they look for a tie in this match. Beşiktaş will host Kayserispor in Istanbul in front of their own fans. We will see what will happen, but Kayseri could surprise Beşiktaş and get at least one point from them. On Sunday, Fatih Karagümrük will be at home. This will be Pirlo's first match as a coach with Fatih Karagümrük. They will host Alanyaspor, and really very tough to guess this match, but I think it could be for a win for Karagümrük. Giresun will be at home against Adana Demirspor, and Antalya will be hosting Galatasaray. So Galatasaray travels to Antalya, and they have not formed a well team just yet. They have a problem on defense, on the left fullback. They have a problem on both sides of the defense, and they have a problem on midfield, and they need a good number 10. We'll see what happens. On Monday, there are 3 matches. Başakşehir will host Kasımpaşa. Ankaragücü, the newcomer, Ankaragücü will be at home against Konyaspor. Konyaspor is one of the tough teams this season. Watch out for Konyaspor. Konyaspor, I wouldn't be surprised if Konyaspor wins this match in Ankara. And Fenerbahçe, last match of the weekend, the first week, Fenerbahçe will be at home against newcomer Ümraniyespor. It should be an easy match for Fenerbahçe. We'll see what happens. Ümraniye is also from Istanbul, so it should be an easy win for Fenerbahçe after they're winning their European League matches on Thursday. So, as I mentioned to you before, there are 8 teams from Istanbul. It's a big advantage for Istanbul teams. Very big advantage. But it's disadvantage for Anatolian teams. For teams like Adana Demirspor, teams like Trabzonspor and Konyaspor. They have to come to Istanbul 8 times in one season. So that is the thing. Well, this is the first weekend. We'll see what happens. Pretty much. Also, let me give you a deep note. Breaking news for you. Turkish famous referee Cüneyt Çakır called it quits. He will no longer refereeing anymore. You'll probably see him on one of those TVs making commentary about the referees. I guarantee you that. So it is going to be a very tough season because World Cup is coming up in mid-season, and first 7 weeks it will be on the weekends, and we'll have a recess for national team for 15 days, and then we'll start back up until the World Cup break. And then there's going to be a break in between there, 40 days. 40 days, these teams are not going to play matches. So just want to give you heads up for that. But it is important that the teams that playing for championship, Fenerbahçe, Trabzonspor, Beşiktaş, and Galatasaray, even Konyaspor, I think out of all those teams, I would say Trabzonspor is the closest one right now.